and gentlemen, from Kansas City, Missouri's Convention Center, there's only one thing left to say. Let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white, trimmed with gold and red, and weighing in at 243 3/4 pounds. He comes into the ring from Coral Springs, Florida, with a professional record of 28 victories with 20 KOs to his credit against 4 defeats with 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest left hookers in the business today, he is Donovan Razor. The blue corner, wearing the black, trimmed with red and white, weighing in at 227 pounds. From Jay, Oklahoma, he brings his professional record of 44 victories with only 2 defeats and 1 draw. 38 of his 44 victories are by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, the former WBO World Heavyweight Champion, Tommy Ruddock.
Gave Mike Tyson 2 difficult bouts, had a shot against Lennox Lewis that turned into disaster for him. People watch even these early rounds quite closely.
Yeah, there should be explosiveness. Sometimes you see fighters with the same power styles become very cautious so they don't open up, but Tommy Morrison, with the exception of the George Foreman fight, has always gotten in there and done major early work.
And remember, the last time Ruddock was in any kind of a major fight several years ago was against Lennox Lewis. Lewis caught him early and whacked him out early. Nice jab by Morrison. And remember,
so many intriguing matchups, Al, because, you know, the old adage, don't left hook with a left hooker, but that's the money punch for both guys.
Both guys have to do it, you're right. I was going to remind people of the nice uppercut by Ruddock. Oh, there goes Morrison! He leaned in and got whacked with an uppercut. Will Morrison box? Is there room to box? No, he's going to go after Razor Ruddock. He's moving now, but they wanted the 16-foot ring, Morrison. Now it may not serve him well if he has to box.
He sure could use a 20-footer right here. He has to get the jab going, and Ruddock will try to put him away here, loading up with everything. Hey, Morrison may have to pound his way out of this, ironically enough.
Ruddock doing a very nice job of blocking that left hook. What Morrison may have learned is that on the inside, Ruddock is much more dangerous, and that uppercut, that was the punch that stunned Mike Tyson on a couple of occasions.
Tremendous shot. You know, you look for the left hook, you worry about the left hook, and something else comes up. And we talked in the open about Ruddock not using his right hand enough. There he did.
Ruddock has not thrown many punches since he knocked Morrison down. In fact, he's thrown very little. There's Morrison with the uppercut. Now, Morrison has gotten off the canvas to win before against Joe Hip, against Carl the Tooth Williams. He's done it.
Ruddock faked the left hook and almost landed the right hand bomb, and Morrison answers with his uppercut.
So Tommy Morrison down early here in round 1, but now fighting his way back and landing his share of shots. It is scheduled for 12, almost no one thinks it will go that long. And you saw evidence why here in round 1.
Having a 16-foot ring with somebody bearing down on you is like being 40 foot away from the pitcher's mound, and the guy's got a tremendous fastball. Ruddock just missed with that one.
Morrison tried the jab, and Ruddock countered with the hook.
Well, based on the early results to this point, Ruddock did not parlay his own fire a little short in his shot. He steps back, What a terrific uppercut that was. He got him sacked first to create there, and then Morrison is on the clinch, and they're actually done.
And as we head into round two, never in a million years did Tommy Morrison's people think he would go down from any kind of right hand.
No, and Ruddock hadn't shown that in other fights, and it wasn't in a situation that Morrison had left himself open. They were tying each other up, but Ruddock was extremely quick, to his credit.
Tommy Morrison comes out smoking here in round two, but did not land any of those punches.
Ruddock looks like he's trying to set up the one bomb.
Now, the old Ruddock, before he lost to Lennox Lewis, remember, went a long way with Mike Tyson. I mean, he took some bombs from Mike Tyson. The first fight was stopped, many think inappropriately so, and then he went to distance in the second fight. This crowd lends some vocal support to their hero, Tommy Morrison. Ruddock lunges and misses with the hook, and Morrison didn't make him pay.
Morrison was busy backing off and was happy that the punch didn't get in by Ruddock. That's what intimidation and an early knockdown can do for you.
They want Morrison to use his jab. He has not been able to get that punch on track.
And Ruddock so far has done a good job blocking the Morrison hook. He's really been able to tell when Morrison is about to launch into it.
The hook blocked by Morrison. Ruddock has done a nice defensive job. Good combinations by Morrison, which he is capable of at his best. Dave, it's interesting. People think Morrison's not a schooled fighter. He is when he uses all his tools.
And sometimes the adrenaline of the crowd and his own intention to win the fight early can get him away from those styles. He boxed a masterpiece against George Foreman.
And even when he's being aggressive, he can throw combinations as he did just then. There's Ruddock using the jab sparingly. Razor Ruddock is not a guy that throws a lot of punches. There's the uppercut landing, but this time Morrison absorbs the punch.
But he still paid for it.
Oh, he hurt Ruddock with a right uppercut. Razor Ruddock got rocked by the same punch that knocked Morrison down. Lifted, give him a standing 8 count. That's bizarre.
Because of the gloves on the top of the rope being used as a support.
I guess. It just seemed like Morrison had a big advantage there that they took away from him. Tommy Morrison hurts Ruddock, but that counts as a knockdown would. And the IBC has a standing 8 count in effect.
Ironically, the knockdown gets called after the major damage had been done because of the timing.
And eliminates the possibility of Morrison knocking him out. It's the only reason why I was critical there of Ron Lipton, who, by the way, is a very, very good referee. So in round two, it's Morrison's turn to hurt Ruddock. Look at that knockdown.
Now Morrison starts with the uppercut. Tremendous shot. He set Ruddock up for it, then drives it back. Now watch Ruddock's glove. He holds on to the ring for support. It's a quick call. Quick call there to get things moving. Big uppercut after he'd been showing hook, driving Ruddock back. Ruddock hangs.